And yes, that brings us to that time where we are into that Empress Divine. Now, today we are joined by amazing Empress Divine, Rosemary Owino. She's a dedicated tennis and general sports professional with 10 years experience in coaching and touring with players, as well as assisting African federations with their coaches and development. Now, she's also the Kenyan Davis Cup captain and the technical director as well of the previously Fed Cup captain, right? Now, twice the All-African Games Kenyan team coach, currently a member of the Elite Performance Committee in Kenya, which is formed to assist the Kenya National Olympic team in preparation for Olympics. Her passion and interests are developing young African athletes and youth holistically. Wow. Such a long, amazing CV. Welcome to Empress Divine.
Thank you very much, Lizzie.
Yeah, man, we're so happy to have you here. Now, you guided Kenya back to Davis Cup, where Kenya sealed the historic win against Benin in June 2018 after 25 years. Wow. How did that feel for you, man?
Oh, it felt great. I had a great team of people working with me, so I think the teamwork was amazing. It just brought back the reason why we do this.
Yeah.
Yes.
25 years. So nobody else was able to do this to get the team that far. So what is super special about you, Empress, that you were able to? I know you just said your team, but I'm sure the teams in the past were amazing as well. But what is it? What is the special thing that you have that made Kenya get to this spot 25 years later?
You'd probably ask my players that question. But,
I'm sure they've told you, because I've played and we're always like, coach this, coach that, coach that.
Yeah. I think it was the biggest thing for me was the ability to bring people together. I think that was the number one thing for us, was trying to get as many players, former players, current players, coaches, come together and make this happen, because we didn't think that there was one individual that can possibly get that to pass. So I would probably say the biggest strength was the ability to bring people together. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We're all about unity and oneness here on Season Circle. Rasta are all about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's amazing. But also, I want to know, apart from being here today, who is Rosemary Atieno and why tennis? Because a lot of empresses will maybe play tennis like I did when I was in school, and then you just kind of grow out of it and stuff. But you coaching and being an empress and then coaching, tennis. I want to know, what is it? Where did this journey start for you?
It started in a school called Mukumu Girls.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
In Western.
All right.
I had a chance to play on the court, rough courts, I must say. But it got me here.
Okay.
It got me to want to do better, to do something different. And then the fact that when I started playing, there was not that much information within the country.
Yeah.
To see what options I have, I think was something I felt needs to change.
Okay.
So I also
So you had this interest from beginning?
No, not from. I just started when I was 18.
Okay, when you were
Yes.
18.
Yes.
And the interest came up from, for coaching, yeah?
Yes.
Was it after you started playing and then you realized, I would want to coach?
Exactly. 2 years later, I realized that I needed to do something different. That was the reason why I did not know about the sport until I was 18.
Okay,
So what can I as an individual do differently?
So that people know earlier on
Exactly.
and get involved earlier on, because nurturing talent is all about getting them younger
Yes.
and perfecting them, so when they're a certain age, they're really good at what they do.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's one of your passions as well, is
Yes.
nurturing talent.
Yes.
And we're going to be talking more to Rosemary Atieno. I just told you our highlight is that, she sealed the historic win against Benin in June, and that's for the Davis Cup, and we hadn't won that cup in forever. And the Empress just came and mashed it up.
Time.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
And
sir.
of course, talking about that, I think Sheriff is also inspired to mash up the decks right about now and show us what he's made of. So yeah, man, right into that mix with Musical Sheriff right here on Vibes Radio. Stay tuned. Musical Sheriff told me he's got some questions for you as well. Yes,
You'll excuse me for a bit, all right?
Yes,
Rose,
Yes.
Edinad,
Ademo ber kabisa.
ichio na deka uono.
Hey. Hello. Why you are talking now? What
All
are you
right, it
talking
basically
about?
means the first question was, how are you doing?
Okay.
And the second question was, how did you wake up today?
Okay. That's a nice
So that
one.
comes to my question.
Yes.
how does a 9 to 5 look like? What do you do from morning?
I wake up at 4 a.m.
At 4.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's like at least I know one other human being who wakes up at 4 a.m. Kwambox and Brian Bunde, 2 people. I know they wake up at 4 in the morning to come here and give you that amazing morning vibes. But yeah,
for me,
and Sheriff, we cannot deal with that.
I'm probably getting to bed at 4 a.m.
Exactly, that's me as well. So you wake up at 4 a.m. and then
well, anything between a gym session, my stretches, read a book, prepare for the day, because most of the time we have a session. Right now we have camp in Mombasa.
Okay.
So when I wake up at 4 a.m., I have to stretch, get ready, plan my day, or rather reconfirm what I planned the previous day before the day starts. And then we have training starting at 6.
Okay.
From 6 to 9:30. Then we have breakfast. So again, we have like a mini meeting together, and then the players have a break of 2 hours, and then after that we get back on court again to try and use the depending on the weather.
Yeah.
Yes, because we're trying to train in the heat.
Heat,
a
in the
little
heat.
bit. Yes.
Okay.
So then we have another 2-hour session, and then we have lunch, and then we watch matches because there's Australian Open as well right now.
Okay.
So yeah, and then in the evening we've got a mini sundowner at 6:30. Have a meeting with the players.
Wow.
Discuss the day,
Wow.
and get ready for the
That's
next
a full-on day. Yeah?
Now, my dad is a big Nadal and, of course, tennis fan. He's always trying to teach me about it, but I'm always like, I'm there in the background like, okay, yeah. But most of the time, I just want to know who won. So who won, Dad, after he's told me all that?
Yeah.
And yeah, man, that sounds like such a busy day, of course, a really busy day. But I wanted to know something. As a woman, some of the challenges, because, okay, so your team, are they female? Are they male? How is the team? How many people are in the team?
Currently, my team, it's a men's team.
It's a men's team.
Yeah.
And so I know a lot of guys don't do well with authority from a woman. And when you're in that high position where you're the coach and now they have to listen to you, what happens? Like, do you feel like they respect you? And also, has there been challenges or times where you felt like just because you're a woman, they're not paying attention to what you're saying?
Yeah, I think overall it's a great bunch of players. My biggest thing is I feel like if I don't respect them, I can't demand respect from them. So I try to lead by example as much as possible in all scenarios. But over the years, because we've been together for a lot of years now,
Okay.
I knew them since they were young.
And
I think
that's a big part of
it's
it.
a big plus for
And
me.
you know, it's funny you say that because I remember, by the way, guys, this is how I met Rose. Most of the empresses, I meet them somehow, Empress Divines, and you were leaving the building and I saw you with your team and they stopped me to take pictures. I know this would never happen to Musical Sheriff, but anyway, they stopped me to take pictures.
Yeah.
You're throwing shit, and I'm the one who planted the trees.
Ooh, I'm becoming a pro at throwing shade at Sheriff. Okay, I need to be more conscious. But anyway, and I could see that they really respected you from those few minutes that I was there with you and the team. And so it's super cool to know that they respect you. But when it comes to family and maybe challenges where they were like, this is not a job for a woman, you should be doing something else. Did you go through that?
A lot.
And that's the one thing that I've noticed is similar to all the empresses who come, and it's very important to remind the other empresses who are listening, who feel like I cannot be in this field because I'm an empress. So you got it a lot. Can you tell me a little bit about what exactly was the challenge?
The biggest thing was I think my family was worried I'd never be able to fend for myself, take care of myself. 1, 2 was just being in a male environment. I've had circumstances where you arrive in a place and they're mostly men, so nothing is catered for women. So again, you have to cater for you. So I think there's always something new along the way that I'm learning to deal with. But what I love about it is when it comes to family, I had to remember that they were doing it from a place of love.
Yeah.
Because they're worried about me. They're worried if I'm going to be able to take care of myself.
And let me guess something.
So,
they're now totally super proud of you.
Very much. Very, very much.
Yes, family. And I hope you're learning something when you hear these empresses' stories, is that as much as family are there doing doing it from love, of course, and trying to protect us women most of the time. It was the same thing for me when I was coming into music. The more you put in and the more positive you put in, eventually family will just come back and be so proud of you. And yes, guys, we're speaking to Rose, and I'm really loving this story, but we can't keep talking for too long. But otherwise, we'd go on. And of course, we need to listen to some reggae music. But of course, she's still here, and we're still going to be talking. If you have any questions for her, you can head on to our socials, Vibes Radio KE, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. So yeah, man, stay tuned to Vibes Radio. It's C's and Sekol. And yeah, man, we are here speaking to the Empress Rose and talking about tennis, if you've just joined us. And of course, talking about some of the challenges and everything. And where do you think Kenya is heading in terms of tennis? Could we have the next Djokovic soon? Maybe.
I honestly believe we can.
Yeah?
Yes, there's a new generation of players who will then become mentors to the next generation of players.
Yeah.
They believe more, they have a lot of information, they know
They know the game.
Exactly, they know what it takes now. So if not them, they will get the next person.
Yeah. And what's happening for Kenya in tennis at the moment? I heard there's a lot of interesting things happening for Kenya right now. Can you tell us what's going on?
I think the biggest one is for the Davis Cup team that's getting ready to play against Indonesia in Indonesia and are training in Mombasa at the moment.
Okay, so you guys are training in Mombasa because of the Indonesia game. So you're trying to match the heat?
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
Okay.
And then they're traveling to Egypt for tournaments.
All right.
So we hope that will help them get ready. And then we have the Fed Cup team also getting ready to go for Fed Cup. We've got All African Games team getting ready. We just had the Zonals Championships in Tanzania.
Okay.
So there's a lot going on.
Yes. And what can we do to support tennis as Kenyans who probably didn't even know that the Kenya tennis team is really mashing up the place? I mean, what can we do to give more support?
Big one, the Davis Cup players will be happy for me to say Kenyans need to come out to Indonesia. The Kenyans we have in Indonesia need to come to Jakarta and support the team. That's number one. Secondly, of course, in sports, we always have the issue of funding.
Yeah.
If there are any sponsors out there who are willing to help any of these teams or the federation or to adopt any of the national programs, they just need to get in touch with the Tennis Kenya.
Okay.
And help whichever way. There's never anything like little help, anything that can be done.
Okay.
Yes, even sponsoring an individual player is
right.
big because we have great juniors, we've got great seniors. So you can come in and say, I will sponsor Kevin Cheriot, for example, or I will sponsor Angela Kutoi.
Okay.
Any one of this will be of great help.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Rosemary, my another question. And I'm excited about saying this. The standard media, where we are, right? The standard media has pegged you as being on the verge of being second most or best among your male counterparts on the verge of making history. As second best female coach. All right?
Yeah, man.
So how does it make you feel?
I'm honored to begin with.
Yeah.
Really, really honored.
Yeah.
But I'd also like to acknowledge that I am here because there have been people who believed in me.
Yeah.
So I would like to believe in as many people as possible to give back because I feel what was done for me, I should be able to do to 10 other people. Wow. So it's an honor, and I just hope that I can help somebody else want to do better.
That's amazing.
You see, even for me, I think it's an honor being in your presence, because I think, okay, the much I have known about tennis probably is probably ended with Serena Williams at some point.
Oh my gosh, that's all you know about tennis.
As I'm thinking, okay, we men, okay, not men. I have
Speak
been
for yourself.
I've been a football fan, all right? So
Yeah.
I get to watch tennis a bit here and there.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that Kenya was really big in tennis as
doing really, really
like
well.
From what I'm seeing.
And it's also thanks to the coach. We're here with the coach who's making history. And of course, as you just said, verge of even making more history as the second female coach to stand tall among the male counterparts. And for me, I just rate every empress who's out there in the male-dominated industry, showing them how it's done. And yes, we're going to be coming back and talking to Rose one more time, letting you know how you can support tennis, what pages you need to follow and all of that. But yes, we've been talking to Rose here and talking about tennis, and I wanted to know something, and it's been burning question in my head for a minute. Does the government support the Kenyan tennis team?
Yes, they have. They have. This past 2 years, it's been great. They've been supporting us financially to go to events, to play Davis Cup, to host it. It's been great.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least for once, big up on yourself, government, one time, because you're at least helping the tennis. And of course, where can people follow the Kenya tennis team if they want to follow what's going on?
At the moment, we have a Facebook page, Tennis Kenya KLTA, and on the Facebook page you'll get our Instagram page as well.
Okay.
So it will be easy for you to get a hold of us.
Okay.
Yes.
And what are the dates of the coming events that people need to look out for?
Davis Cup Indonesia is on the 6th and 7th of March. So people need to come out.
6th of 7th of March. Guys, we are worldwide streaming. So you guys in Indonesia, please come and support.
Jakarta,
come out
yes.
and support Kenya team, doing super amazing. And of course, just a word of encouragement maybe to all the empresses who are thinking about being a coach in sports but are feeling like it's not their place or it's not something that they can do.
I'd advise two groups of people, the male around them. Be encouraging, be supportive. If you feel there's something they can do, you have to be able to encourage them and let them know that they can do it. And then for all the ladies out there, if you believe in yourself, you believe you can do something, you don't have to wait until it's perfect. Just get out there, just do it, just get involved. You'll find a way. Awesome. And I just want to say a big thank you from us over here at Vibes Radio for coming and sharing this amazing story. We're wishing you guys the best. The last time I met you, you went and won the game. I think I'm a lucky charm. Yes, yes, you are. I actually came from Mombasa just for this because you are a lucky charm.
Woohoo! So I predict that the team is gonna win. And yes, Sheriff, what do you want to say?
Say Ero Kamano.
Huh?
Ero Kamano.
Erokamano.
There you go.
That means thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much.
And I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Ishmael Changawa.
Of course.
He's got his music, and go out there and listen to it. I think it's amazing.
And I'm asking you one more time: did you feel the vibe? Did you?
Yes, great. I did. I wished you played me one of your songs though, Nazizi.
My songs. You can go onto my YouTube channel, by the way. Thank you for asking. I have a new tune, Harder Than Before, my YouTube channel, Nazizi Hirji. You can go over there. Please play it for the team when you're going. Let my lucky charm rub on all of you guys, and I'm wishing you all the best. Represent Kenya to the fullest. Thank you so much, Rose.
Thank you.